Speeding.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to His Thing. I'm Kev on stage.
That chick angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smack that like, smack that notification button. Bang, 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 bang. Today, we talking Kelly Rowland in the Today Show dressing room drama. The lawyer in Young Thug's RICO case being arrested. The parent who let her child wax coochies and was arrested. I don't know if you need to sing. Ari Lennox lookalike debacle. And Tiffany Red calls out songwriters for taking publishing away, including your very own.
We talk about Omalay.
Oh, and Omalay. I did see this.
Oh, I was going to say, we got to talk about Omalay. I
don't know who the artist, I don't know Omalay, but a girl had came up on the stage.
He makes those Afrobeat.
And danced with him, and then the boyfriend was sad. He left by himself.
Booty-tated me.
Yeah, he booty-tated me.
The video will speak for itself.
Video going crazy viral. All right, let's start with your friend Kelly Rowland.
Yes.
So do you want to preface what happened with the people?
Friend
of the pod.
I can preface. So Kelly has a movie coming out on Netflix, and I'm not sure, it might have came out today. It's
Mea Culpa?
Mea Culpa by Tyler Perry. So if you all don't know, when a movie comes out, there is a press tour. That means you're trying to get on as many talk shows, as many events to just build a buzz around the show. So that is what Kelly is doing, being that she is the lead of the show. She went on to...
I just checked.
It is out. She went on to the show with Hoda, thank you. Hoda as a guest. She did her spot. They then said, hey, Kelly, would you mind hosting? Okay. And she was like, okay. Well, the accommodations for her were not set anymore. And they had put Jennifer Lopez in the bigger dressing room and were about to put her in this like very tiny, we'll just call it a closet type situation.
That's what they said.
All what it is, Angel.
And then they were like, okay, well, you know what? We could just put you in the dressing room with Hoda then. As if they're twin sisters, okay? And so she was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'ma go. If y'all don't actually have the space for me, then I will leave. Now, I'm not sure who leaked it. It wasn't so much Rita, because Rita just said that she had to show up last minute to host.
Rita Ora,
who ended up being the host. She showed up last minute to host. She didn't say what the reason was. Somebody, I don't know on whose team, decided to add this backstory, which people are now trying to be like, well, why is she being a diva? If she had a contract, no. She was not contractually obligated. They asked her to do something, but they were not providing her with the necessities that you would provide somebody.
Necessities. Hey. Dressing room to dress at ease. Forget about that closet that you tried.
Amen.
And a lot of people like, when Jennifer Lopez is a bigger star. Here's the thing, and Kevin knows this about me. People who have worked with me know this about me. I am a stickler on how you treat me. I will do things for free. If it's something that I believe in, I will do it for free.
Will you do this podcast for free? Moving forward?
I would have, but not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we're past that.
Got some stuff going that you do.
Yeah. We're past that, sir. We're past that. I will do things for free, but how you treat me and how you prepare for me says volumes.
Yeah.
I have done things where I'm getting paid like less than $100 for the day. And I'm just like, yeah, I agree. That's fine. But I'll be danged if you think I'm going to be just sitting out in the hot sun, just waiting. I'm not going to do it. Right. And I think a lot of people, don't understand how the industry works. Having a space to go to when you are not in front of the camera to be able to decompress so that when you get back in front of the camera, you don't look like an idiot or that you're not having a mental breakdown or that you are prepared.
No meant to be.
Is actually very I'll give you a prime example.
Oh, yes.
I was doing a movie, a series. I don't know what you want to call it. It was low budget. It was the creator of the show, I knew his wife, and they were like, oh, we have a part we would love you to do. It was something that was on HBO. The pay was terrible. My people were like, we can't get them to come up on pay, but what we will do is get you a double banger. Double banger is a trailer that is a little bit bigger Then the smallest trailers. There's also things called honey wagons that are really small. They're like little tiny jail cells. They're very small. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Give me a double banger and I'm Gucci. I show up and they were like, okay, we're going to take you to your trailer. They take me to my trailer and it is a honey wagon. It's tiny. And I turned back around to the woman. I said, oh, this can't be.
You must think I'm a B. You must think I'm a B.
You must have been mistaken.
Yeah. I said, oh, this can't be, because I know what was negotiated. I'm supposed to have a double
banger. Banger.
And she was like, oh, all the other stars have taken the double bangers. This is all we have.
Oh no.
And I said, okay, well, I don't think I'll be able to shoot today. If you would like to talk to my people to figure this out.
Come on, my people.
And she was just like,
hard to work with. That's what they said about
listen,
Angel.
it is what it is. I know she just thought I was gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, because they did have bigger stars.
Yeah.
They did. And understandably, they definitely weren't gonna be in that damn honey wagon.
Oh no.
So she did. She had to call my people. Guess what they had to do? They had to pay me twice my pay
Oh.
for me to get in that honey wagon.
Oh.
Oh, and they did.
And they did?
Amen.
Oh, yes.
I want to be more like you when I grow up. I really do. You know what I told Melissa yesterday? And I'm telling y'all too, my friends Josh and Angel and the people listening. I am tired of being conflict avoidant.
Me too.
You are tired of me, or you are tired of me?
In general,
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
This chapter.
This chapter of my life, I will not take it into 41. I will do it when I have to, but I do avoid it. And I don't want people to think conflict avoiding me. I mean, I'll avoid it if I can.
Right.
But when it's necessary, you got to have a tough conversation.
But if you're going out of your way to accommodate.
But then you end up, people who are whatever the opposite of conflict avoiding is, they end up winning just by asking. Right? And people hit me with stuff. I always feel like I got to accommodate them. And I said, you know what? I decided yesterday. I told Liz,
I'm so happy.
and somebody hit me and asked me to do something for the show, and it just didn't fit. And I was just like, usually I ignore people if I don't want to deal with it. But then I was just like, no, I need to get in the practice of saying no. I can have my reason, or I could just say it's not a good fit, or I could just say no. So I was like, no, this isn't going to work. Thank you, though. And it felt so good. The person was like, all right, no worries.
It's
like
people, liberating.
It's liberating. I'm gonna rush into conflict. I'm gonna jump into fights.
Go.
Like I realize, because you have been away for a long time does not mean you have to be that way. And people will take advantage of that, right? If you were conflict avoidant, if that was me, for example, I'd be like, what's me, little Kev? You know, I used to be way worse about this when I first came into the business, and I would be like, oh, that's fine. Oh, this and that. And then I'd be like, no. And that's why I'm happy for Kelly, because, and this really has nothing to do with J-Lo, like her aside, that is the show. First of all, the show needs to be asking for a mea culpa, because that's their bad.
Because
come on, you better. How, like, in this business, right, there's certain accommodations. Like Angel was saying, it's about respect. You're asking me to host the show.
Yeah.
Not be in a segment. I'm not in and out, not a 3-minute segment. You're asking me to host the show, and I can't get a quality dressing room. And like Angel said, like, the dressing room is where you be. That is your space. And the Today Show is not a 30-minute show. It's like a 4-hour program.
Yes.
And you got to be there probably at minimum 2 hours before. And it starts at like 6 a.m. So you're talking about a 4 o'clock arrival. You want me to be in a cramped space? No. Like, and listen, there's nothing wrong with asking for what you are supposed to get and rejecting what you feel is beneath you.
Yeah.
And here's the hard part about it. And this is what happens on the internet a lot. Most people are like, well, if that was me, I would have taken it. Of course.
That's you.
Because if you haven't hosted the Today Show, you would have taken it.
But a lot of times, never had treatment like that before.
Yes.
Where you're expecting what was promised to you.
1,000%. But in your job type, right? Most people wouldn't, if you called me on my off day and say, come into work, if you don't want to, most people not fitting to. Right? So people understand that. People who don't have a job was like, well, if I had a job, I probably would call in, because of course you would. Yeah. But when they used to call me in at the bank and I hated that manager, somebody's sick, can you come in? Matter of fact, I didn't even answer the phone. No, I'm not coming in. When I was at Boeing, I didn't take my work laptop on vacation. When I leave, I close that laptop. That day is over. Whatever happens the next day. So I'm happy for Kelly. I'm proud of her. Also, she can do no wrong.
First of all, as someone who I've gotten to meet and be around on a personal level, and also on a level where there's not cameras around, when she is just being Calendria, okay?
Calendria.
Okay. She is a very beautiful, spirited person.
1,000%.
So it also sucks to hear people. It's just like, that's not even her energy at all.
Not at all. I was backstage with her at Essence. She did Terrell's segment at the Target House. And you know, when I'm around celebrities who are like bigger than me, first of all, I always, if I'm a fan of them, I'm going to say I'm a fan. I was like, Kelly, just want to let you know I'm a big fan. She, oh, hell, you want to take a picture? I said, yeah. She stood up and kept standing.
Yeah, she tall.
I said, hold on, Kelly, you keep going. Now, are they in the comments saying they were asking her about Beyonce a lot? Did you hear anything about that? I didn't hear anything about that.
Were you talking about during the show? I know they talked about Jennifer Lopez a lot, and they probably were. I could never imagine my best friend being one of the most famous people in the entire world, and having to try. And not only that, you all started you all's career journey together. Yeah, you're not just like familial. You all also professionally have a bond.
They were in Girls Time.
Yes,
Girls Time.
I think she's been in every version.
Iteration.
Yes, and you're trying to stand on your own 2 feet. Like Kelly is trying to be taken seriously as an actress, as just an entertainer in her own right. So not only is she possibly having to multiple times just be herself and not be the plus one to her very famous sister.
Yeah.
She's also having to deal with people not giving her the accommodations that they would not dare do to any other like host that had some type of like real name to themselves.
And absolutely. And Kelly is a star in her own right. I'm actually really excited about her acting journey. I've enjoyed the couple like Christmas movies she's been in with Lifetime. I think she was in a movie with Brisha's Webb.
Mary Little.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I love me a Christmas film. I don't expect much from them, so I'll be like, Yuletide. But this movie actually looks good. But I'm gonna watch it just because I want to see what Kelly finna do.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to see it. She's just I was very upset when I saw it because I was like, no, she's so why are y'all trying to do this narrative? Pick something else to do.
Absolutely. Everybody in the Patreon is saying it was previously agreed upon that Beyonce would not be discussed, yet that was the line of questioning. That would piss me off too.
Yeah.
And also I'm really upset with Beyonce because I was not invited to the Sacred Hair launch.
I was like,
what do I have to do? Have hair?
I think you have enough.
I think I could put it on my beard. I want to go. And I seen influencers there. It wasn't all stars.
It was nothing but influencers.
Yes. Elsa Majimbo went. Shayla went. Yes, Crystals went. I was a veil.
My hair is red.
You could have went. Your hair is sacred.
I said, God dang it.
Why I'm not being able to go?
I said, Beyonce.
One day they're going to be asking me and I'm going to be like, yes. I'm not going to hold it against them.
Yes, I'm going to go. But back to what you said, I am so glad that you've decided not to be conflict avoidant. Let me tell you what's also helpful, you not being conflict avoidant, is now I don't have to guess.
How I feel? You never trust me.
Because, and I don't be wrong a lot of times.
You do be wrong all the time.
One of the first examples, Kevin called me when we were first doing Crafts and Cocktails. There were some kind of negotiations behind the scenes of people being like, oh, this should be able to happen. And I was like, okay, fine, boo, whoop-de-woo. Kevin calls me. He's like, hey, what's up, Angel? I said, what's wrong? What is it? He was like, why does something have to be wrong? Me not knowing, he was calling to say, yo, Crafts and Cocktails is too expensive for...
Really?
You don't remember? It was so funny. I didn't know. You were like, no. And you then begin discussing how many episodes is it that, and then how do you want to do split?
Okay. Coming back to me.
Yeah,
this is 2021.
2020.
2020?
This is 2020.
Oh, yes. Dang.
Because at the time it was pitched that, the app would just pay for it, which was never, my initial negotiations was I was paying for everything. Mm-hmm. Then somebody pitched, well, if you put some on the app could pay for it. And I said, okay. It wasn't until months later, it was at least a month later when I was sitting at y'all's house and I was like, something about the app. I said, Kevin called me. I thought something was wrong. And Melissa just looked at you. And Kevin was like, okay, well, actually, it was too expensive. I was like, why you say that? I had money aside to shoot my show.
Moving forward, I'm big conflict. Y'all call me crucial conflict. I'm creating conflict. I'm saying stuff straight up and down. And listen, I actually have been doing that more and more. But in the past, I have to be sick of it before I'm conflict avoidant. Right. And now I don't have to be sick of it. I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't want to do this. I do want to do this. No, yes, no, whatever. Conflict me up until it don't even feel butterfly in my stomach.
Oh, I love a good tough conversation.
Oh, that's when I let that person let go recently. That's the first thing I said. I said, hey, no, I'm tell you later. I didn't do no small talk because I don't feel like it's fair to do small talk when you're about to let somebody go.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You told me.
And I said, we're about to have a tough conversation. And then I had it. I've been having a lot of tough conversations this week because at the end of the day, it trees up to me. It'd be when it have to be done, let's be like, all right, have a good talk. It ain't even always firing somebody, but sometimes when stuff has to be handled, it got to tree up to Kev.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this mom who let her daughter, who was arrested for letting her daughter wax
the coochies.
Wax coochies. Now let me tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what really pissed me off about this story. What up, y'all? I hope you enjoy this bonus clip snippet. Listen, if you want the full bonus episode, then hit the Kev on Stage Studios Patreon. It's right here on the thing you're looking at. You get patreon.com/Kev on Stage Studios. You can click kevonstage.com. You're missing out. Me and Angel do full-on bonus episodes, and depending on what the topic is, sometimes the better episode is the bonus. Honestly, we're a little more relaxed on the bonus episode because we know it's not going public, so we let our hair down. Well, she lets her hair down. I let my beard down. We also have full shows that never air in full on YouTube, exclusive shows, merch discounts, tickets. But the thing that you're really missing out on is the community. It's the people like you. Black people, some white, some Mexicans too, but we all kind of cool. They be cool, you know what I'm saying? Allies, if you will. So join us. And stop just having the snippet only. You guys just got the tip. Get the full shaft. Patreon.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on Stage and that chick Angel.